Lifestyle design is creating your life rather than having, or life being something that happens to you. I like to stay 2 steps ahead rather than 1 step behind. So I'm not surprised by that surprise credit card statement. If I'm in control of my life, then I have the freedom to make the choices into the future. So to me, lifestyle design just means freedom. If you want to do something, just go and do it. Crash and burn, fail, learn from those mistakes, because the more you fail, the more you learn, the better you're creating this foundation of knowledge that's going to be applicable to everything that you do. It's knowing how to think and how to interpret data and applying soft skills, analytical skills to any workplace. So I guess the theme has always been empowerment. We want people to be their own guru. We want people to learn habits and skills rather than being told what to do. And we want them to think for themselves and decide what works for them and test it on themselves. The 6 principles that I'm focusing on is real food, movement, rest and recovery, lifelong learning, community, and love. I already said what the soul needs to thrive, not what it wants. It's not iPhones, it's not computers. These are the 6 things that you need to thrive. That's why it's you hear all the time, it's about the journey, not the destination. I think entrepreneurship is about that. And if you're focusing too much on just the dollar sign at the end of the day, for lack of a better term, I think failure is when you're chasing superficial materialistic goals rather than understanding that if you're doing something that you love, regardless of what happens, it's going to be a great journey. I've been helping people on an individual basis for a while now, and every time you want to broaden that scope of influence, you want to help more people, you want to give, because as long as you keep receiving, your job is to give. And I think that's a key for a fulfilling life. But tools for entrepreneurship as a takeaway, I think that if you want to start being an entrepreneur and a successful entrepreneur at that, you start with daily lifestyles. So, number 1, write your to-do list every day, 5 things you have to get done. When you get in the habit of crossing those things off, it's like mentally programming yourself for success. It just becomes a way of life that whatever you put on that piece of paper gets done. Over time, daily stuff gets easy, so you start doing weekly goals that are a little bit loftier, and that turns into monthly goals, yearly goals. All of a sudden, you've got a 5-year and 10-year plan that's not really a plan, it's more of a script, and you're just reading it and you're following along because you've already created that life that you're just going towards. It's that vision. And it doesn't start with knowing what you're going to do in 10 years, and I think that oftentimes people are like, where are you going to be in 10 years? I'm like, let me figure out what I'm going to be doing today, especially for someone new to this.